First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
We will get to Cam Newton in a second, but first, Nuggets Clippers.
Oh, no.
This series is headed to a Game 7.
No.
What, Jenna? A Game 7? Yeah, Jenna, a Game 7. Denver rallied from down 19 points with just 22 minutes left to win Game 6 yesterday. Denver now with the chance to become the NBA's only team to ever come back from two 3-1 deficits in the same postseason. Nick, I know you're probably the only one who had the Nuggets in this series, but were you even surprised by the Nuggets comeback in Game 6? No, you're right, Brandon. Brandon, you were right there.
Me
but
and
Nick,
Brandon,
maybe a little
here's the thing,
this?
Jenna, here's why you can't be surprised. Brandon, the Denver Nuggets are down 15 points in an elimination game against an alleged championship contender. And they come all the way back. Here's the problem with what I just said. You don't know which game from this weekend I'm describing, because they did it Friday, and then they doubled down and did it Sunday. Sunday, they were down 18 with 20 minutes left in this game, and then went on let me check real quick, a 56-25 run on these fraudulent Clippers. And Brandon, Jenna mentioned the Nuggets could become the second team to come back from 3-1 down in the same postseason. Doc better be careful. There's only been 12 3-1 leads blown. He's blown 2 of them with T-Mac in Orlando and with CP3 and Blake with the Clippers. He's about to have the hat trick of 3-1 blown leads. And the Clippers, I don't know, Brandon, how folks can still believe in them after watching them this postseason.
Nick, wow is going to happen. I said it at the beginning of this series that Denver looked like the better team. I thought they were the better team. But Murray didn't have his legs. He was inconsistent. And it was really due to playing against Paul George and Kawhi on the perimeter on the defensive side. They're just phenomenal. We know that, okay? But, man, if they make it out of Game 7, your Lakers are in trouble. I really like this team.
Stop.
When you look at what Jokic was able to do, was that Dirk? These one-legged shots? He's unguardable now. If he can do that consistently, this guy is unguardable. He can pass better than Dirk. You can even say his three-ball is possibly better than Dirk. But wow, I don't know, man.
Step too far. He's been great. He's been great.
We will discuss. We got to get back to this, to Foxborough.
Dick Tracy in the house.
Cam Newton downplaying his debut yesterday, trying to sneak in, without being seen. Maybe if I wear this, no one will see me. The very subtle quarterback was seen quite well, though, when he took the field, throwing for 155 yards, but running 15 times for 75 yards and 2 scores. Take that, Tom Brady. The Patriots using the ground game for a change to get the Week 1 win over the Dolphins. A new era officially underway in New England. Here is Cam Newton after the Patriots win.
I'm just so blessed to have this opportunity, man, to, number one, be affiliated with an organization. Knowing that in itself is a blessing. To get a win, and that's another added plus. But yet through it all, this has been a strenuous, long process for me. And yet through it all, it's just been gratifying. And I just had such a sense of gratitude, to the New England Patriots and to this team, just to give all that I could possibly give and hell or high water finish today at this particular time with us, going home with the win.
Probably a custom-made suit, but I don't know these kind of things. Hey, with that, we welcome in our quarterback, Michael Vick. All right, Mike, what'd you make of Cam Newton's debut yesterday?
I thought it was a great performance. I give him an A grade. The attack was balanced. Cam did well in the passing game. He did well in the run game, which we knew. But what was more impressive was that he was 15 for 19. And we all wondered, what he would look like throwing the football for the New England Patriots. And he was very efficient. He threw the ball well. I think in terms of, what this offense is going to continue to bring, they'll continue to build on this performance. And The one thing I think they really went back and did was watch Cam at Auburn, because yesterday looked like Cam at Auburn. It was a play action. You know, it was sweeps. You know, it was zone read. It was, you know, what Cam is used to. And, you know, if they can keep this up, you know, even though it was the Miami Dolphins, I take no credit away from them. But it was a good week 1 start. But I can't wait to see what happened next week as they get into the thick of their schedule, going up to Seattle and, you know, pulling out the same game plan, if not add more, to see, you know, if Cam can be just as productive or even better. So I think all in all, I give him an A grade. He looked comfortable. You know, he looked like he was excited. You heard him in the post-game press conference. You know, he expressed his gratitude, and I think that's everything. If you can be happy playing the game of football, if you can be happy at the quarterback position, then you can keep building on what you built.
Well, Mike, I think those are great points, and I want to give a shout out to Josh McDaniels, because he you know, he had his struggles as a head coach, but this is a team who was the only team in the entire league last year, I believe, to run 0 zone read plays, and they ran 10 of them in Cam's first game, because he is doing what his talent demands. And I don't mean Cam is demanding to do it. I mean, given who your team is, what their skill sets are, let's build a game plan around it. And I want to give a second shout out to our beloved Kevin Wildes, who I will admit, I've never seen a power play like the one Wildes pulled this morning, which was, Wildes said, we have to lead with Cam. We have to lead with Cam. We're like, no, we got to do the Bucs Saints, and then we got to do Cowboys. And then Wild said, okay, well, I'm not showing up till we're talking Cam. And now we're talking Cam, so I welcome in Kevin Wildes. Good to see you, my friend. I have to admit one other thing, Kevin. This was such a full tour de force Cam performance, from walking in looking like Dick Tracy to walking out with the victory and the 2 touchdown runs. For the first time in my life, you know what? For this first time since the Randy Moss year, because I was pretty enthralled by Randy that year, I found myself not only not rooting against your Patriots, I didn't have a bet on them.
Our Patriots.
And I found myself pulling for them. I was like, come on, Cam. And I felt a little gross, like I needed a shower, but it was so exciting to see Cam doing Cam things, Wildes, that I was rooting for your squad yesterday.
No, it's our squad, Nick. And you know what? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Just another victory in Foxborough. Was I ever in doubt? No. 11th opening victory out of the last 12 years for Bill Belichick. Win number 550 since 1960. We're only a few wins away from the Steelers and Cowboys. So I know we only talk about the dynasty in the last 2 decades.